the hell happened, guys? I started the cinematic and OBS stops working. Who did that? Damn Skaven? Guys, we'll wait 2 minutes for people to refresh. Stream is working, guys. Can you hear me? Yoo-hoo! Refresh, people. I start the cinematic and OBS stops working. It's weird how Malekith is using a halberd. It's weird how she's using a halberd. No, a woman with a spear, I can see that, but a halberd is quite unique. Dr. Arcade, go away, man. Don't you have to do work or something? Do me? I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you. Okay, let's begin the campaign. Come on, what the hell? No more disconnects.
The world has seen countless murders, but one killing stands above all others. One death that has shaped the world. Malekith, son of Aenarion, was betrayed. The Elven princes crowned Bel-Shannar as the second Phoenix King. So Malekith brooded and poured his hate into a single cup. Malekith toasted Bel-Shannar, then stepped over his dying body and into the sacred flame of kings. But the fires stripped his flesh, and with a final scream, he hurled himself back from whence he came. His body was taken north, and a suit of armor forged. Malekith was reborn. The Witch King. And in his shadow, legions raised. Decades of civil war followed. Then Malekith embarked on the most ruthless of plans. His sorcerers would unbind the magic of the Great Vortex. Created by Kalador Dragon Tamer and his elven mages, the Vortex siphons the winds of magic, keeping the demon tide at bay. Malekith's spell was flung at the Vortex. But Kalador himself broke through the mists of time to deflect the titanic force back at its casters. The Shadowlands were ravaged, sundered.
You live. You die. You live. You die. Servants, you amuse me.
The dragon with two tails hangs in the sky, and you indulge in petty games.
You summoned me, Your Highness. You bring this witch here.
She's well versed in lore and prophecies.
She will betray you, my son, as all have done.
She's indebted to me. I have her soul. Step forward, Felicion Heartkeeper. The comet disrupts the vortex. Whilst it is weak, a prophecy can be fulfilled.
Of a king who consumes the heart of Ulthuan. My son will take its power and our vengeance.
Find the Oracle. She knows what to do.
I am willing to serve, to earn my soul's release.
I would accept you in my servitude with that. What the hell? She has no clothes on. She's been voiced by that Asian voice actor. She sometimes have minor roles in TV shows.
The dragon with two tails brings great turmoil on the world, my children. Its wake disrupts the great vortex. The heart of Ulthuan is exposed. Such turmoil brings opportunity. Yet it seems my son is not alone in seeking to bend the vortex to his will. The traitorous dreadlords of Bleakhold have struck in my absence, annexing cities I claim and carrying off the treasures within. Whatever has driven them to such a suicidal attack is irrelevant. All who oppose the Witch King shall die.
Ruby says in order for her armor to work, she has to be basically naked. Not even kidding, okay. Yeah. First mission says capture and occupy a settlement belonging to the following faction, Bleakholds. I notice you let traitors steal what we need. I've wondered, does your son know how you reign over such incompetence? I would remedy the situation quickly, flush the cravens from the ruins, capture the hideouts. Scroll of Hecartia. Scrolls of Hecartia produced by buildings and they are given as rewards for completing missions and treasure hunting. Once enough have been collected, a ritual can be performed. You know what I find weird? So, faction effect.
I am Morathi.
This is what I find weird. Morathi has Chaos Corruption +1 all characters. Why isn't this the faction effect of the Cult of Pleasure and not her trait? It kinda messes up with the interaction between the Nagaroth and the Cult of Pleasure. Her trait giving corruption to all characters. This should be a faction trait, not a character trait. So her faction should have corruption and not her, because it just really makes a bad interaction between Nagaroth and the Cult of Pleasure. Okay, makes it unique. Makes it unique. If you own her city, the Chaos Corruption is no big deal. Hux, sorcerers of Grond, Morathi's entire existence have been one of scheming and manipulation. Who knows how many of Anarian's darker deeds sprang from seeds she planted within his mind, or how the history of the elves might have been different had he not taken her as wife. Yeah, she was the wife of Anarian. Hero action cost -50%. With -40 from the specialist, that's really impressive. I love this.
I am the first sorceress.
Rubio, then it makes sense.
Adequate.
So,
Yes, adequate.
specialist is 40%, hero action cost -40%, and this is 50%. So 90% reduction to hero action costs. This basically tells you this faction should be about agents. Use more agents. Roleplay around agents. Go gameplay around the agents.
Morathi.
Yeah, we'll start with checking out Morathi. I mean, there is a workaround around the corruption. It says public order -90% penalty due to presence of lack of corruption. So it's the chaos corruption will be no problem if for example, when Malekith controls this.
The mother.
The mother.
I watch from the shadows. I am the first sorceress, Anarian's bride. I am Morathi. I am the first sorceress. Hag sorceress of Grond. Fear the Dar. I watch from the shadows. I am the first sorceress.
Okay. Let's stop clicking her. She doesn't like to be clicked all the time. I'll be so grateful for your cooperation in this, my lord. I do so hate to be disappointed. Dark Manipulator. 15 armor, 85 leadership. It's really high leadership. 25 magic resistance, 15 missile resistance. So she has shadows. Power of darkness. Pretty good melee attack. 40 melee defense. And she's a halberdier. Using a halberd. Very good stats here. Very good stats here. She just needs armor, physical resistance, ward save. Heart, Render, and the Dark Sword. The paired weapons of Morathi make the Hag Sorceress extremely deadly in combat. Plus 5 public order local province, plus 3 charge. Bonus plus 5 melee defense, plus 7 melee attack, plus 7% weapon strength, enable magic attacks, chaos corruption, plus 5 local province. Ability, Heart Render, and the Dark Sword. So it's a constant hex in a range of 40 meters area, minus 9 melee defense and minus 9 melee attack on all enemies. Pretty good. If you take the second point in Morathi Speed of Shadows, it removes your ability to cast it. Okay. That's a good one. That's a good one. So her Dark Pegasus, Sulufet. She gives plus 8 power reserve all force faction wide. So look at this. The spells are on the top. It's almost looks like a dark conduit is there. But looks like her spells are a combination of shadow and what the hell is this? The lore of dark magic. So it's shadow and dark magic. Hey, good morning. Earthing Power Drain, the first sorcerers. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Plus 1 capacity for sorcerers, plus 2 sorcerers faction wide. Blessed by Evil. Oh wow. Cooldown minus 7% to spells, mystical space chance minus 50%. Cheaper power and darkness, cheaper soul steel, cheaper all spells pretty much. Wow. Now that's a good shit. Good shit. So no magic resistance, because she already has magic resistance, so will be too powerful against characters. If she builds a ward save, she can be very powerful against Legend Lords 1-1. Impelling attack, speed, and charge bonus. So what's the story behind why she's using a halberd? Why is she using a halberd? All characters have a higher success chance. I love it. Hero recruit rank plus for K-Knight Assassins. All characters chance to assassinate. Campaign wound range all characters faction wide. What the hell? Favorite assets. Melee attack for Shades and Dark Riders, local armies. Melee attack for Lords and Embedded Heroes, local armies. Defense and melee defense as well. Shroud of Despair. Holy shit, it's a lot of good stuff. It's a lot of good stuff. This would fit well with the hero gameplay, because the hero actions will be really cheap. Tenacious, capture post battle 15%, income from post battle loot 10%, all characters. Unit experience game per turn plus 20, 5. Lord's Arm, what the hell is 25 experience per turn? Come on, man. It's like nothing, man. Vlad gets 8 times that in a single turn. Ward save for all units, now that's good shit. Good shit. Magic item draw chance plus 10%, all characters, chaos corruption, all provinces plus 1. Chaos corruption, adjacent provinces plus 1. This goes well with her, I guess. Absolute devotion. Her upkeep for units by 30% and 4% less attrition. It doesn't look like this is a rank 12 and rank 12. Doesn't look like they cancel each other, but they're probably gonna cancel each other. This is our crazy stuff here. Both are crazy stuff. They're probably gonna cancel each other. If you wanna get more for a character build-up, or more for the for her, for army, and the chaos corruption, this would make more sense. You know, when you confederate her with a Malekith. Well, this is more sense for her. Okay. This one is really good. 1 point. 1 point. Good stuff. Good stuff. Damage immediately with a Force Seeker. She has a Force Seeker. I love her already. I love her already. So this is another area hex. Lowers melee attack and charge bonus of enemies. She can get 30% physical resistance. Yoo-hoo! Wow. How the hell do you beat her with another legendary lord when she has this spec? So she has 25 magic resistance. You put another 20% magic resistance. You hear me? You hearing me? It is 45 magic resistance. You put either ward save or magic resistance for another 34%. She will not get killed by any legendary lord in 1-1. Magic resistance will block magic attacks. So she's like gonna be perfect to fight any mounted legendary lord. Nobody's gonna be able to beat her. Magic resistance reduces damage for magic attacks. So if an enemy legendary lord or enemy lord has magic attacks, and she has this with another item giving ward save or magic resistance, she cannot be beaten by that. She cannot be beaten. Because you can see, this weapon will give her magical attacks. And a lot of lords give weapons that get magical attacks. So if you have a magical attack, magical damage, you will not be able to beat her 1-on-1. Basically, 1-on-1 you cannot beat her. So she seems very powerful 1-on-1. And she using a halberd. Basically bonus versus large, and most legendary lords gonna be large because of the bounce. The ward save magic resistance stacks, yes. If you guys were watching previous everything, you would have seen. You seen guys in that campaign with Sigvald, 50% magic resistance and 30% ward save on Ungrim Iron Fist. He was taking no damage from Sigvald, 600 damage. She looks like godly 1 versus 1 against any legendary lord. She'll not be beaten 1-on-1 in a duel. She's not even a duelist. What the hell? She's not even a duelist! That's magic resistance is absurd. Absurd. I'm looking forward to see what kind of toughness we can get on her. I mean, she's a beautiful, deadly woman. Who has a chance 1-on-1 against her? Nobody.
hag sorceress of Grond.
Power of Darkness. That's pretty good. Those Dread Spears. It looks like Spearmen. There's gonna be a lot of similarities with High Elves. Okay. It starts with a Hydra. Kenneth assassins are masters of a subtle murderous magic trained from infancy to be the chosen warriors of the Blood-Hand God.
I am Morathi.
So she has shadows and dark magic. Woohoo! Look at that soul blight. Life leeching, love it. Bit of shade, soul stealer. So every time she casts a spell, all enemies on the map get minus 15 armor for 80 seconds. That's nasty. That's nasty. Yeah, Bios, good morning. Smoke and mirrors as well. So smoke and mirrors, spiteful conjuration, and life leeching when she casts spells. They trigger. He looks like a very strong fighter wizard. We've seen Teclis and we've seen Skrog. Teclis, you know, with items and that potion, he becomes basically a really super tanky wizard fighter. But he's still more of a wizard than a fighter. Well, Skrog is even closer to a fighter wizard, stronger fighter than Teclis. But Teclis has a mount. While Morathi, she's even more powerful fighter, considering what kind of mitigation you can get. Force Seeker. And a flying mount. Anti-large as well. Starts already with a high magic resistance. So she seems like a really good fighter and a wizard at the same time. I love Shadow. She's like some kind of sort of super vampire, man. Super vampire just without the region. So Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, and the Black Arquebusiers and Dark Shard units. 4 units get buffed with this. Sheath Master. Ammunition reload. For Dark Shards, Black Arquebusiers, Triple Bolt Thrower units. Dark Shards, Black Arquebusiers, and Bolt Thrower units. Raid Leader. Missile damage for the Shades and Dark Riders. Melee defense for the Shades and Dark Riders, and charge for the Shades and Dark Riders. Look at the Shades get a really good offense here, and defense and melee. Harpies, War Hydra, and Black Dragon units get weapon strength and charge bonus. I think the Morathi. Let's see what kind of access to items she has. She might have more toughness than Kolek in a one-to-one battle. But she'll be on foot fighting Kolek for sure. You've seen Karl Franz fighting Kolek with the gear, the fort save, the magic resistance, and Kolek in 2 or 3 hits didn't do anything. Magic resistance is really important when you're fighting other Legendary Lords. What is a Black Arc? It's a special thing with the Dark Elves. It's kind of like a ship. Stronger than Kolek? No. Kolek has ward save. When it comes to dueling Legendary Lords, she might be tougher. Simply because 25 magic resistance, and then another 20% magic resistance here. And then you have items and banners. She might be pretty much immune to magic damage. How do you kill with magic attacks? I don't know. 45 if there is access to banner 70, she can be immune to magic. She can be immune to magic, and if you have magical attack, she will not deal damage to her. More toughness than Colic against magic attacks. And Legendary Lords have magic attacks. We'll test this out, boys. We'll test this out. You have to understand that weapons that give magical attacks, magic resistance is against that, not physical resistance. So magic resistance and ward save. So there's a weapon strength, missile damage, armor, and missile. Why do I feel there's an extra stat here compared to the other factions? One extra stat. Bleak Swords, Dread Spears, Dark Shards, and the Reaper Bolt Thrower. Weapon strength. Reaper Bolt Thrower needs a weapon strength. What? Why is the Reaper Bolt Thrower on the list of the weapon strength? Physical resistance is best against regular units. Ward save is against everything. While magic resistance is against Legend Lords and magical weapons. Mostly. Anybody that has magical attack. The ward save is number one thing, but you cannot have ridiculous ward save. And she starts with 25 magic resistance against another 20. That's 45 magic resistance. Then she has items and possible banner. She basically can be unkillable against magic attacks, which means against the Legend Lords. Range for the Black Ark Corsair, Shades, and Dark Riders. There is no range for Dark Shards here. So this is there under the first one. So Raid Leader gives the Shades damage, while this gives them range. Already makes the Shades look better than the Dark Shards. When you have high experience range units, the range counter will not matter. Not really matter. Nobody can match, a high experience archer if they just have range and deadliness. Armor, weapon strength, and charge. Holy shit, these are really good ones here. For the Blackguards, Executioners, Cold One Knights, Cold One Red Knights, and Cold One Chariots. So look at this. Charge, weapon strength, and armor. I mean, these guys are all the armor, so melee defense would have been better, but getting plus 12 charge, plus 12 weapon strength, and armor all at the same time. I mean, charge and weapon strength alone for the Blackguards and the Helgen and Schnushers made them much better in melee. Confer Bloodlust. Slaughter Lord was Witch Elves, Horgan Executioners, and the Blackguard of Dragon units. So this is this elite infantry. Looks like the charge plus 12 is nice. Charge plus 12 is nice. And it can be really deadly than in melee. The Horganet Executioners, they look better than the Swordmasters. While Blackguards are crap compared to Phoenix Guard. %10 physical resistance or War Hydra Black Dragon, speed and weapon strength. This is a good one as well, because the Hydra can actually use 10% more speed. 10% more physical resistance on Hydra can be a big deal. Black Dragon as well, not so much on the Witch Elves, because they're already squishy. Send or die. And looks like this is the same shit, except this one. Raiding, looting settlements, second settlements. Casualties, capture possible. So they have this one and this one different. Yeah, the martial prowess would make the high elves initially better than the dark elves. This is what I was saying when I was playing the high elves. I said they looked better because they have different battle skills. So the executioners, where the hell are the executioners? Which else? So execution is a tier 5. No wonder that then you know, looked better. So these guys are tier 4. Same as the Sword Masters, but they have more health than the Phoenix Guard. They have more armor. They look better than the Sword Masters, but martial prowess is very strong. Martial prowess is very strong. This has to trigger. This has to trigger. Martial prowess is +2 melee attack and 12 melee defense. That's why every encounter between heavy infantry of the high elves and dark elves that we had in our campaign was in our favor. Every single time. The martial prowess is just too strong. They need to trigger their murderous prowess to get ahead. So you have always initiative. Always have the initiative. So you have to use your range to trigger it, so you have better melee. But yeah, look at this. The Horganet executions are tier 5. They're slower than the Sword Masters, though. This Kings is basically your cheap early game unit. It's basically like goblins, except they have swords. We'll see this. We'll see this. This one is tier 5, and this one is tier 4, so it's reversed here. Reversed here. Except this one has more health, but they're slower because they have more armor. 110 is a lot of armor, and then you have +5, 115, maybe even technology. Maybe even technology for armor, so they can have quite a bit of armor.
Denied.
So let's see what is going on in diplomacy. Just 1 second, guys. With the Lizardmen, my favorite units were the Blessed Stegadon and the Blessed Saurus Warriors with Shields. With the High Elves, my favorite units were the Sword Masters of Hoeth. The heroes really didn't that impress me that much. The King Priest is just really strong. No, I did not really feel like anything, any special connections with it. While with the High Elves, I love the Loremaster and the Noble. With the Skaven, you just have to fall in love with artillery. With artillery, you haven't even used. You have to kind of play much longer to get more connection with the infantry. The Assassin will be situational, but it's really cool, a lot of fun, really good lines. The Plague Priest, absolutely incredible. I also love the Gut Runners. We'll see what's gonna be here.
Brookie Queen.
I mean, with the High Elves, when you see the Sword Masters fight in the early games, just absolute craziness. Just can't believe your eyes what's happening. I'm not sure how this works yet, so we're gonna have to see. But the bonuses are pretty crazy. The bonuses are pretty crazy. If this restores the vigor, it's really good. It's a tier 5 unit. Tier 5 unit that looks like a tier 4 unit of the High Elves. While their tier 4 unit, the Black Guard, is much worse than the Phoenix Guard, which is a tier 5 unit on the High Elves. Sword Masters pretty much look like the tier 5. You're gonna have to see how this works before I have any opinions about this. The charge bonus, who cares? The leadership, okay. Attack is really good. Vigor is really good. Fear, really, who cares? While the elves initially have really strong melee defense and higher attack.
This one is capable.
Executions look really badass. Kenneth Assassin. 35 armor, 65 leadership, 43 speed, 70 melee attack. Oh my god. What the hell? Poison as well. So he has 67 and 30 armor. Shades Crash, Swordmaster. Shades Crash pretty anything. The AP Dark Elf units make armored infantry really bad. It's like saying water will make you wet. We had the domination game with the High Elves. We have destroyed over 30 armies of the Dark Elves, so we've seen everything pretty much. The Swordmasters are really bad against Dark Elves. They're godly against the Skaven and the Lizardmen. The stats are pretty absurd. Again, this shit. Oh man, come on. Come on. The last defender, Zakonja, the last defenders have godly heavy infantry. Absolute gods of the battlefield, don't need any downtime, replenishment. Just use the Saurus warriors with shields, with some dinos and the Pestilens with revivification crystals. With the Skink Priest and the Crow Guard on his mount is absolutely ridiculous. There is a god army. The absolutely unstoppable army. Can't even compare anything with the High Elves and the Skaven to it. That army does not need to even replenish, just goes from the battle to battle, murder everything. 8 stacks of Skaven, bring it all on. Why? The missile damage is not good because the scale. This is one of the things on the scale, guys. This makes more sense on normal and large scale. On ultra scale, this is pretty bad. Who cares about this number? This damage is not good. It's gonna miss half the time. Sometimes it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna feel crazy. It's gonna do crazy because you're gonna get that lucky hit. But it's the accuracy is not good. And the damage is too low. The reload time is way too low. The reload time has to be like 30 seconds and the damage should be like double or triple. What is the hell is this damage when units have 9,000 health? That damage is nothing special. I'm not talking about 800. I'm talking about 140 and 40. The range damage on the character is poorly scaled because of the unit scale. He shoots while moving. With 70 range, he better. There's some kind of poison here, huh? 25 leadership, what the hell? Stalker. Why can't we have a female Kenneth Assassin? I would love to have a female Kenneth Assassin Stalker. Hey Rob, good morning. At least these two are separate, very good. At least these two are separate. Wow, 1 point. 1 point and vigor loss reduction large from the army. Looks good, looks good. Assassin Assault Unit Specialist. The aging game looked like strong with Cult of Pleasure. 50% cheaper hero action. And Specialist 90% base reduction.
Morathi.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. What can we even recruit? Dark Shards and Dread Spears. So basically your spearmen and your archers. And this starts with a special building. So the income is okay. What about the base income? They actually touched this with this faction, let's see. No, it's the same. Oh. You don't even know about Nagaron. Come on, man, what the hell? How do we don't know? We don't have a son right now. It's gonna be good, you know, when you're you know, going on a date, you know. And you know, she has sense, you know, she has any children? No children. What the fuck, man?
Noble
Oh
of Nagaron.
my god.
The Witch King welcomes you, as ordered.
So, Silver Thor, non-aggression, and Dracal County have also non-aggression.
Fear my Our Dread King welcomes you.
Looks like we cannot trade with anybody. Where the hell is the closest port? The road goes here. It looks like it's in the Grey Guardians. This is blocked here. There is no port on this side. So unless we take this area here, I don't think we can trade. This is the only way we can trade, I think.
Unthinkable. Hagged sorceress. Definitely not.
So they have 3 Bleak Swords, 3 Dread Spears, 1 Black Arc Corsairs, 2 Shades Dual Weapons, 2 Dark Shards, and a Reaper Bolt Thrower.
First sorceress.
Denied.
Definitely playing with fire here. And they have... how many settlements our enemy has? They're number 1. Why is it my enemy always number 1? What the hell is this shit? My enemy is always number 1. I have 3 settlements.
Corruption of the vilest sort.
Sick of this shit, my enemy is always number 1. Why are we not number 1 like Bretonia? Start the game, number 1. Nobody can do shit. Take Marienburg turn 2.
Definitely not.
Why are they taking attrition? It's so corrupted, huh? Crazy. Love it. It's like we are playing Chaos here, boys. Not me, you know. I'm evil when we play Chaos. You survived Teclis? What was wrong with Teclis? I love Teclis. My favorite campaign so far.
Denied.
Murderous Mastery.
Fear the dark.
15, 25, 25. It's percentage. 15 leadership, 25 melee attack. Percentage. This one is also percentage, 25. Very eager.
I am Morathi.
It's different.
The very air is tainted.
25%. It's better not be one of those situations where it's flat and not percentage. It's not that strong if it's 25%. How much we have a chance here? 50-50? 156 coins. Let's go.
Unthinkable.
Fail. Garrison here is 2 bleak swords, 2 dread spears, and 3 dread shards. 667.
Speak.
So they have a slave mechanic. Manage to view the detailed breakdown of the distribution of slaves across all the provinces. So we start with 0 slaves. Who brings her coffee then? She makes coffee herself?
Madness fills the air.
No more slaves. Okay. So they have slaves to increase income and decrease public order.
No.
The mother.
Foolish request.
Hag sorceress of Grond.
Grond. Minus 20.
Denied.
I didn't really find the first few turns hard of the tech list. It's just overwhelming when you have to deal with multiple sides and you have limited resources and armies.
Mother of the Druki.
Unthinkable.
The spells are just crazy with the archers against those lizards at the
Is it
beginning.
time?
No.
It almost feel like they get more units. Now this is I don't think this is winnable. It's too early to say. Hydra can deal with a lot. I mean, Hydra can deal with this easy. Like this is easy.
The mother.
But the problem is those 5 range units in the Reaper Bolt Thrower. We play safe. We play safe.
Speak. Hatred drives me.
Let's get in the range of the city.
Unthinkable.
We are reinforced if they want trouble.
Yes.
So what are the no in-camp stands for the high Dark Elves? Oh boy. They have raid stands and a channeling stance.
The power is mine.
Yeah. The units look pretty badass. Okay. You have to play safe. Don't risk it. You know me, guys. I don't restart. Several campaigns in the past, especially Warhammer 1, we lose our army in the beginning because something bad happened. Like that time, one time with Grimgor. We don't restart. We just go through it and we survive. I'm not gonna just pull this and then whoop, it goes bad, we go restart. No, this is not how I play the game. One life until that life is over. Some choices require next to no thought whatsoever. So cheaper recruitment for Dread Spirits, Dark Shards and Bleak Sword units, income from raiding post-battle loot, and growth plus 10. I mean, it's like, oh my god, it's like, do you want to, have efficiency or not? It's like, what the hell is this, man? What kind of options are these? What kind of options are these? Start as you mean to go on, and your population will never know what they may be missing. And what is this? We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Garrison is not unique, which means there's a wall building. It's sad, it's sad. Looks like a special city, but doesn't have any garrison. This building is incredible. This building is incredible, man. It's crazy. Crazy building. Cavalry seems a little weird. Cultist Gathering, Den of Indulgence, House of Pleasure, House of Hedonism, Court of the Dark Prince. Wow. There's a growth building, industry. They're not producing anything. Income from slaves, slave decline rate, the growth penalty. Income generated per 100 slaves in the province 15. Slave market. And these are black roads, campaign movement range. Wow, we have roads. We have roads. There is also obsidian here. Sorcerers. What are the heroes? Sorcerers can assassinate Dead Hog. Yeah. Bleak swords, 7 AP. Where the hell is the artillery? I don't see artillery. This artillery is here in the barracks. Come on, man, this is not cool. They put artillery in the barracks. Oh my god. What the hell? This is the perfect barracks, guys. I have bomb alert. What the hell is this, man? This is madness. Artillery is in the barracks tier 3. No requirement for any of these units, just click, 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 build, build, build. Wow. Wow. The chariot is here. Yeah. I think this is it for turn 1. We need to get some more units for this. This could work. This should work. This should work.
The very air is tainted.
Who cares about that? Plus 5% weapon strength all units in the army and plus 3 melee attack all units in the army. Does this mean for the character as well? Sword and Shield Dreadlord. Lotiel. Malevolent. Come on, man. What the hell is this, man? Remove the shit for single player. Spiteful is okay. 3 to 8. Does the loyalty work the same for this faction? Who knows? We'll see. Anyways, turn 1 is done. Only took 50 minutes on turn 1, guys. It's good. It's good. It's good. We checked the rights. Hold on. A little more minutes. On turn start, lords have a chance to gain loyalty. Public order plus 8 all provinces 5 turns. Yoo-hoo! Now that's some good stuff. That's a good stuff. Every 20 turns. Basically, you get 2 public order per turn with this. What difficulty? It's legendary. Experience for the sorceress. This is similar to that one that the high elves have. Sacrifice the Hecate. So you're sacrificing slaves for this. Sacrificing slaves. Dark Conduit for 15 turns. Demand Hybrid Hostage Commandment over a province. Performing action with the Sorcerer's Hero. This right will unlock after enslaving 3 sets of captives after battle. This right will unlock after constructing the slave pen building. Black Ark. Slaves are brought to the altar of Matlan, Lord of the Deeps. Their sacrifice ensure the seas are for the Druki alone. Okay. Turn 1 is finished, boys. What victory? Most likely Vortex victory. Oh, I love it. I love it. Come at me, boys. Come at me. Oh, man. Why do you wanna die? Thank you. This is how you do it, boys. You see? Use your brain. Use your brain, and good things happen. They wanna cancel my recruitment. Warhammer is not responding. What? It responds again. Responds again. RuneScape, go play Greenskins, man. Go play Azak or something. Yeah.
My revenge comes.
I would love this shit, man. I don't know. You know, those... These have Vanguard. Harpies of Vanguard. Music's pretty cool. Oh, look at the Hydra, guys. You know, in Heroes 3, Heroes of Might and Magic 3, you know, I do not really find the fortress that powerful. But they had the best soundtrack. The best soundtrack. And later on, when they introduced the Hell Hydras, I was playing fortress like all the time. Haven't seen a Hydra monster since then. Look at this battlefield. This battlefield is beautiful. Oh, they can go wide. Real professional. Hail Hydra. Necropolis had the best music. All the soundtracks were really good. You know, it's different, really different. Really different. I found the Fortress had the best music in Heroes 3. Look at those beautiful formation, man. We no longer have them dirty rats. No more rat. This is the age of the elf. Druki. What they said, Duki? What the hell? Druki. Yeah, well, Druki are, I guess, Dark Elves. I'm gonna have to use the garrison here.
They will not live to see the dawn.
Wasn't this worried, boys? Waiting this early to play this? What the hell is this, man? Jesus, man. She has less clothes than me during summer, man. And I'm out of my pajamas.
Mother of vengeance.
Yeah. Wait for the garrison here. They're coming here.
Matriarch.
I think this is that's just a degen.
Marathi. Yes.
Let's send the garrison here. Guys, I'm just a sucker for them tight formations of the elves. I mean, who else has tight formations? Dwarves.
Sorceress.
Elves are disgusting perverts. Are you from Bretonia? Sounds like you're from Bretonia. The shadows are good. Yeah.
Matriarch.
Battle ready.
Lower use the garrison here. Just need to get a drink, guys. Just give me a minute. Really thirsty after all that reading. Okay. Today, guys, I planned like a 9 to 10 hour stream. It ended up being me playing 14 hours. What the hell? Okay. See those guys close. They're almost in range here, huh?
As you wish.
Okay. I wanna see those bleak swords, how they look like. These are the dark shaded shield. They look pretty good. I've seen cross with shield since I don't know, Armadillo 2. What the hell is that glow there? Let's go, Dookie. Gotcha! Idiots!
Dark deeds. Destruction.
Dark deeds await. It's long range shots, man. Why so gullible? Why so gullible? Hey, Bonkers, we doing first battle. They got sick and tired of this, huh?
Behold my fury. It is so. Of one's doom.
Yeah. With holding space, holding space. What is this range? 100 meters? You have those shades there, huh? Who's the bread there, huh? They keep two guys busy there. Lost a lot of health though. Either has terror. Either has terror. Should be Hydra here, huh?
It is done. Without question, as you say. Understood. And on to slaughter.
Similar to the sun one, huh? Harpies are really expendable, so I have to be a little careful with them. Wasn't even paying attention to top, so I guess the top thing is different, I guess. I get lucky, capture that one.
Merciless warriors. Death is coming.
I move. My revenge comes. At my command.
Battle ready.
This lasts how much? A minute and a half?
Dark chance. Hack, cut. No survivors.
It is so. I move. Vengeance.
Why do we have that crossbow? Shoot that guy. I'm not gonna go after that like this. Just shoot at range. Just want us to go like this when you have range units.
Advancing.
Where are you going, friend?
Feel my fury. Destroy.
This is spammable. It's 5 power.
Bleak swords. Hydra killer. Hack, cut. Attack.
Mother of vengeance.
Carnage awaits.
So they're out. This is once per battle. The bread. Yeah. Got the doo-doo with the transparency.
I shall flame them for my banners.
Sorry guys for the delay.
Take them.
6x.
Our sorceresses are at work.
Already enjoy playing elves again, man. I'm a sucker for the elves.
Split them open.
Yeah. Just one more, guys. Sorry for interrupting. That emote got updated. Emote got updated. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna be more than 2 hours, man. You can play only campaign for 2 hours when you start playing a campaign. I don't know.
Dread spears.
What was the other one?
Our sorcery is majestic. Slash, kill.
With a close victory. so bright that you can even actually see it. Okay. Just like that. Just like that. Just updating the emoticon, guys. Just give me a second. Okay, should be fine now. Guess I have to wait for the old ones to get deleted. I have to try later on. So, what do we had here? Hydra 126 kills. This would have been, guys. This could have been probably impossible without help. Without this. Look at the kills on the crossbows. The Dark Elf range is deadly. It's deadly. Hydra did some regen. The sword did some damage. Marat did 5 kills. The miasma she's using, the mystifying miasma, does not register kills. It actually does quite a bit of damage. Yeah. What do we have options here? Ransom captives. Ransom captives brings its own reward, but the troops do not like it. So you lower replenishment, but you get money. The same thing. Murder captives. Executing captives can further temporary force to war 1 turn, 100 experience. Or enslave. Slaves reduce the load on the troops, making recovery more swift. So you get replenishment in slaves. Okay.
Power blooms within me.
And they got destroyed. It's like easy mode, man. What the hell? They didn't even retreat. Why did they? What the hell? Did we kill everybody? Must have killed everybody.
The very air
Mother
is
of the
tainted.
Fear the dark. Ambition makes haste.
I think we have movement next turn here. This it kind of reminds me, you know, it really the difference between the factions really remind me, man, of the Heroes of Might and Magic, man. You know, the good and evil factions, good and bad factions, and you know the environments they have. Yeah.
I watch from the shadows.
What do they even have here? Mambo Jumbo. These are AP range units. Yeah.
A vile corruption is spreading.
Current slaves 137 and they give us 38 income at the cost of 1 public order. Love it. Vile corruption is spreading. I wonder who is spreading this vile corruption. The cult of pleasure have really cheap actions. They should be around agents. Fail again? You fail me again.
I am the first sorcerer.
Yeah.
Madness fills the air.
Did you meet anybody else? Dracula, Coven, Clark, Ron, Blake Holtz. Yes, this is already first province.
Cruel dreadlord.
That war with Clan No. Clan No. These are Skaven. There's a Skaven in the area. Rebellion in 7 turns. This garrison is pretty basic.
I am Morathi.
A corruption is spreading.
I mean, their upgrade is pretty awesome, guys. The bleak swords into black arc corsairs. I mean, the white lions have their shitty building, which makes them pretty much unusable. It's only good in garrisons. These guys are here. Clear upgrade over these guys. They get over double armor. They lose shields, of course. A shield, silver shield with 30 armor might be good against some units. But having 80 armor. These guys also have 40 speed. They definitely look like an upgrade over those. 100 guys. They even have more health per entity. These guys are weak to range. Blixers look like your average swordsman. Really depends who you are fighting. If you're fighting a lot of range, you're not gonna use either of these units. Fight fire with fire. What are they? Beastmen?
Adequate. Yes, adequate.
Local province, huh?
This one is capable enough.
It doesn't have that many skills. Tough is good here. So cheap to level him up if you get a specialist. So cheap. I mean, look at this, 152 gold. It's not even toilet paper. Where the hell did he disappear? What the hell? 3 times he failed me. 3 times. Go to a hospital.
I am the first sorceress. Bewitching fury.
I have timber here.
For the True King.
Yeah. Let's go pew pew pew.
For the Witch
Sort of
King.
started out resolving. He failed me once, he failed me twice, and then the 3rd time. It's work in progress, boys. Work in progress. Fired. But the thing is, it was 50%, 50%, and like 55%, I think. He's still assassin in training. He's still in training. Well, best just to use the Hydra as a tank. Hydra has a generation. Hydra looks really good. I mean, the units with generations are always good.
Death from afar! Dark shards! Dark elves! Great spears! Nagarothi! dread spears.
First sorceress. Marathi. And sorceress.
Yeah.
My revenge comes. Yes.
Look at the damage, 3 kills. What the hell?
Vengeance awaits. With me.
Nagarothi. Without question.
Shadowy oversee. Indeed. Mother of vengeance. Need nothing. Marathi.
We understand.
Let's go, Dookie.
All for Invader.
We are ready.
Natria. Destroy everything.
Time to go.
Wow, the Hydra breath is impressive, man. Looks like even better angle as Sun Dragon.
Marathi.
Yeah, the Dark Elves have scary damage in range, AP, ignore armor, while the High Elves have range.
Observe glory.
They're like, you know, you click on them, this, you know, when you're playing with Romans, they say, you know, yell Romans. Yeah, so what are the options here? Loot and occupy gets slaves,
Leave
6.
no trinket behind.
6 gives slaves. Oh man, what a messed up world that would be. Occupy is not just gonna occupy here. Probably gonna have a rebellion.
The dark grows strong.
Hey, Legacy. Good morning. Capture and occupy the following belonging to the settlement. And notice you let traders steal what we need. I wonder, does your son know how you reign? Okay, blah 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 blah. Traders hold maintain control one province either by direct ownership or through vassals and material. So question your competence, my queen. So this is the Felician she's questioning us. That elf that has no clothes on. You let traders run rampant their sovereign Druki lands, not for the likes of conspirators and turncoats. Continue to purge and secure the whole region.
A vile corruption is spreading.
Vile corruption? I have no idea what you're talking about, friend.
I watch for
Vile
the
corruption.
shadows.
Vile corruption. What is he talking about? Need some magic cause for power of darkness and a cooldown for the power of darkness. And this is basically kinda, you know, like I think it goes, it's like a, she has a ability, it's like a forbidden road ability. What the hell? You got 50 magic resistance. Marathi is possibly one of the best 101 because of the magic resistance against other legend lords. She has 25 basic, and she gets another 20% here. she probably can be near immune to magical attacks, which means 1-on-1 we she'll take like no damage against in duels against lords or legendary lords. So who cares about the armor? She gets more armor here. Life leeching is pretty powerful when you cast spells. This removes armor and weapon damage. Why would we care about this? 3 missile damage. She gets wrecked by range, yes, congrats, you're right. But when it comes to 1 versus 1 combat against magic, she's not gonna do great. I think she can be almost impossible to kill with magic attacks. Arcane Conduit is always a good thing. She's a wizard. She's a wizard. 300 meters for 6. It's good. 300 meters for 6, but there's a miscast chance. Putting about this is slow.
The people are displeased.
I want to get walls here if you're going to deal with the first rebellion. 4 turns for rebels. Oh boy.
I watch from the shadows.
What tier unit is Hydra?
Cease your
Tier 4.
provocations.
This would give us another 10 growth. I want growth here though first. It's good that there is a growth here. Get extra 20 money here from this. I'm gonna go take the rest of the points. I'm already liking this. I'm already liking this a lot. The hell is this? Why should you not finish your army? Yeah, this is like mumbo jumbo move. I'm getting brain damage. Try to confuse me. Publish the game with the following faction: Silver Thor. Gain the trust sister, foster trade. It will enrich you, make your economy stronger. Secret trade agreement. This is the rookie. The hell is this?
There is growing unrest.
Will I trade your own territory and make those rebels? No, no. Milking is done. Milking is done. I sometimes had fun with it, but you know, last time when I played the Von Karstein, you know, it's like kind of, you know, spoil and diminish the game, especially because you get so many items and like any of the items you gain like have like no value. You know, you should be happy when you get an item, not like matter of time before you get all the items. They recruited this.
Never.
Mother of the Druki, you will march. Druki Queen.
I'm done pretty much with milking. Intentional milking.
Corruption of the vilest sort.
What's corruption, man? Be quiet.
Cruel dreadlords.
I think they control the capital. Iron, timber, obsidian, carved obsidian.
No.
What the fuck are they doing?
The Druki are
What is this madness? Impossible. It was a really crazy move there. You know what, guys, what this tells me? No spy satellites. Chris, have you seen that move? That move says no spy satellites. So found on Tyranny Growth plus 10 all provinces.
First sorceress. Naturally, feel my
Woohoo! We'll take that. Thank you very much.
for glory.
Very easy opening. Very easy opening.
To arms.
Just use your
Druid.
common sense, your brain. Very easy opening. This faction.
To the
We'll see how it goes
vengeful.
after that. So far I have noticed there is no spy satellites. There are no spy satellites. They removed the spy satellites. They, in a way, made the legendary easier. Such change has not happened since Shogun 2 into Rome 2.
Hag sorceress. Mother of
Spy satellites, the AI used to not have fog of war, so they would do the best moves. It looks like there are no spy satellites anymore, or it's limited.
Red spears. I shall slay them for my banners.
I just love these elf-type formations.
Dealers in death. Merciless.
RP is a really good harassment unit.
dark deed.
You don't pay attention for 5 seconds, it's dead though.
Dark elves. Battle ready.
Come with me.
Look at this background. Wow.
Red spears.
Marathi.
Woohoo! Holy shit! What the hell? What the hell is this madness? Have you seen that?
Red spears.
That Hydra is out of control.
Marathi. At once.
Red spears. Onward.
The damage probably crushed half of their leadership. Half of the leadership. Guys, can you hear this? Can you hear this? The drilling has started, man. Can you hear this shit? Oh my god. No, please. Oh, I'm gonna sleep. Stop drilling my head. Good luck sleeping, right? You see, guys, I was not kidding about this shit.
Feel my vengeance.
Hydra is crazy, man. Crazy to have such a unit early, man.
Behold my fury. Final word. Now.
Now, guys, we're done for the day. We're done. You can't stream with this. I can't even hear my. How the fuck am I going to sleep with this shit? You hear this shit?
Matriarch.
My whole room is vibrating. He's getting wrecked by this guy. Come on, Hydra.
Mother of vengeance. On the move. By command.
Red spears.
I can't hear anything. I can't even hear my thoughts. This shit happens every week, man. They drill on the right, they drill on the top, they drill below, and now on the left side. Look at that region, man. That is out of control. That's my life right now. How am I gonna sleep? Hydra is like godly compared to Phoenix, but Phoenix flies. Hydra has a regeneration. Regeneration, the bread. You can't even compare it to Phoenix. Hydra is better. Hydra is better. But Phoenix is flying. Phoenix is flying, so this is the advantage of Phoenix. Phoenix is way more resistant to missile, for example.
I am victorious.
Yeah. Hydra is a damage dealer compared to Phoenix. Oh man. Just occupy here.
Power.
Phoenix are, yeah, Zeppo, Phoenix, you're right there. Hydra is a damage dealer, right? The Phoenix are support. The red one, bombardment and harassment, while the blue one is just a tank. Tank does not want to die. It can get killed. With all the time province, all within now obey Moratti, how quaint. Now issue a commandment. Let's see just how loyal they are. Crown of Black Iron.
A vile corruption.
Enemy hero action price 15. All religious province 10% per 10%. Lost 4 hours to sleep to this shit yesterday. Can't even stream with that shit, man.
I watch from the shadows.
The people grow restless.
Come on, man. Come on. You're killing me. I can't even think. I can't even think.
The sun.
They're renovating the whole apartment. Oh man.
Mother.
Guys, if you're watching the VOD or you here, this is gonna kill my sleep schedule, guys. Sleep schedule. Next few weeks we're gonna have different stream times, different sleep schedule, man. There's like it's time, finally time with this shit. But I've been planning to change sleep schedule for the last 2 weeks, for a few weeks. Arc the Suffering, the sweet suffering. Reveling Suffering plus 15 growth. So, next turn is 88. And then minus 13. Highborn Hostage Commandment. Okay, we're just gonna trigger it here. We'll see how this goes. Just have these both have resource. We'll keep the barracks here.
The Druki are restless.
Yeah. Search any ruins element for treasure. The ritual is all but prepared, but you are for trusted my plans, McQueen. If you want your son to win this race with the vortex, then you must furnish me with the scrolls of Hecate that will power the rituals. Just searching the ruins, send some expendable minion to seek them, or you could even go yourself. We have unlocked the sacrifice to Hecate. Those sacrifices of the Lady of Desire go willingly to their deaths. Such appeasement enthralls the masses. This one is for public order, but we're gonna have a rebellion here, so we go there. We're gonna deal with the rebellion. It's best to deal with the first rebellion. Maybe just leave it for 2 or 3 turns. It's gonna slow us down otherwise. His growth is 90, huh? Public order and chaos corruption. Ooh, I like this. Let's get that. But they also have the best music. Yeah, there is iron here in the Iron Spike.
The people are displeased.
200. Oh, holy shit, it's income and iron and reductions. Who sent this guy? Who sent this guy? Is it you, Bobo? You sent this guy? He's been fucking with my head for 2 days now. Okay. Momentum gathers, Druki flock to your banners. Betrayal is inevitable if you do not rule with a strong hand. For now, take advantage of a growing following, expand your settlements.
I watch from the shadows.
Asinine mortal.
So, this rebellion, how is it best to do with this rebellion? We need to make sure they rebel again next turn and the next turn, so we are not supposed to destroy them here. Guys, we're gonna save it here. The event started, we're gonna save the battle here. We'll be continuing from this point later today when we start the stream. I'm not sure when we're gonna start because I'm not sure when we're gonna be able to sleep. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later today, tomorrow. Bye bye.
wait unknowing. This is the price of war. We rise with noble intentions, and we risk